Examiner. Accord every access. Vulcan. Doctor, where are you? Whoa, they're hot.
Do you think the air's like this everywhere?
Nah, might be just round here. I want too many lungfuls of it, I know that. Yeah, when I was a kid, we used to live opposite a brewery. You could take a walk and get tipsy all in one go.
It's beautiful.
Oh, don't touch it, Polly.
I wasn't going to.
That's quicksilver, it gets through the pores. Where is that doctor or whatever he is got to? What's the matter? Hey, Polly! Hey, doctor, wherever you are, quick, somebody has to pull him! Quick, over inside! There you are. What have you got there?
My people have found two more of them by one of the pools. This one's got a nasty bruise on the back of his head. Fallen over his feet and knocked himself out, I suppose.
I suppose so.
Why don't they use the kit we send them?
Yes. The other two have had a rather bad dose of fuels. The girl has anyway.
Girl?
Yes.
But she'll recover. These comic opera guards of yours do have some uses after all. I picked them for their physical fitness. I thought it wasn't for their IQ. Give me a hand with the examiner, will you?
I wonder why Earth has chosen to send an examiner to Vulcan. Just now, I mean.
I don't know.
It's a mystery, isn't it? He isn't due for another 2 years.
How do you feel? We saw your rocket overshoot the landing area.
Hey?
Don't worry. Most of the ship's Smurf do overshoot. I'm Quinn, Deputy Governor.
Reagan, Head of Security.
Let's get them all back, shall we? I'll take the girl.
Here, you two. Help carry the examiner. I suppose you Earth people can't wait to examine Lesterson's space capsule. Hey?
Look at this. They've just brought in an examiner from Earth and a couple of assistants.
An examiner? What's he here for?
I thought you'd know.
It's the capsule. It must be. Well, they can't stop me working on it, I'll tell you that.
Could anyone?
The governor's always been difficult about it. Well, they wouldn't send somebody all the way from Earth just to...
Look, what about meeting?
Meeting?
Yes, I've arranged everything. Can we still use the old rocket room?
Yes, I suppose so. But I do wish you wouldn't get mixed up with these pressure groups, Janley.
Well, somebody has to do something. The colony's running down and you know it.
Well, I'm too busy.
Well, if we ran things, you'd have better facilities, more money. I wish you'd take an interest.
Now, look, I don't mind letting you have the use of one of my rooms now and again, Janley, but don't try to involve me. This is what I find important. 200 years in a mercury swamp, and this piece of metal that dropped from it. Look, a couple of minutes polishing, and it's as good as new.
Wonderful.
Rain, damp, heat, mercury. Nothing touches this metal. No corrosion, Janley. Think of that.
Well, I hope the examiner lets you go on with your experiment. Frankly, I doubt it. I think the governor's brought the examiner here to stop you opening the capsule. You should join our group, Lesterson. You might need us one day.
So the murdered man was the real examiner. Well, didn't you see who did it?
The doctor got this button, though.
No, I think he's pretty dull round here. I don't know why we don't just go back to the TARDIS.
Doctor, are you going to let them think you're the real examiner? Well, won't that be dangerous?
Well, why don't you stop blowing that thing and talk to us properly?
Ben!
No, don't you start. It's bad enough with him.
He hasn't done anything.
No, that's just the trouble. He knows what happened back at the TARDIS, yet will he tell us? Will he come out and say? Will he admit to being the Doctor? Come in!
I am Hensel, the Governor. I trust you're all feeling much better.
Felt worse, Governor. Governor?
If Earth had seen fit to warn us you were coming, we might, possibly, have been able to guide you down to the landing area.
If Earth didn't warn you we were coming, Governor, they must have had a very good reason. I wonder what it was.
Now look here, I run this colony. I'm entitled to know why you've come to Vulcan. What is your brief?
I am the Examiner.
Why are you here?
To examine. And I intend to start my examination at once.
Someone's leaked reports about these rebel groups. That's it, isn't it?
Your turn now, Governor.
There is Lesterson's capsule.
Internal affairs are my business, Bragan. Please don't interfere.
Please go on.
The capsule. It was found in a mercury swamp. It must have been here for centuries.
Interesting. Continue.
For centuries before the Earth colony arrived, I felt it might be dangerous. It might contain bacteria.
I shall examine the capsule later. You may leave us.
I shall look forward to your report. Bragan, see that the Examiner and his party get some proper clothes, will you?
We are wearing proper clothes.
Oh, how did he get that thing back again? That was a bit of a cheat, wasn't it? Seeing if the Governor was the guy that you got the button off.
Doctor, when he was talking to you, you were staring at the other man.
Yes. Very rude of me, wasn't it? Terrible manners. To tell you the truth, I was studying his reactions, seeing if he agreed with the story.
Did he?
Just have a look at that capsule.
You know, you want to watch you don't take this Examiner stuff a bit too far.
Answers must come from that mercury swamp.
Because at least one bloke ain't going to be fooled.
When Bragan found us, definitely said space capsule.
Look, you're not going to fool the guy that did the real Examiner in.
Bragan!
What's all this nonsense about having to have a pass to see the Examiner?
It's the Governor's idea.
Surely it doesn't apply to me.
It's not my order, Quinn. I expect the Governor wants to keep people away from him.
It sounded like one of your red tape ideas.
It has nothing to do with me.
Right.
Oh, God.
Sorry, Janet.
My fault.
You're all right.
Yes. Lesterson just cleared me out of his lab. Is the Examiner going to let him open the capsule?
I don't know. I'm on my way there now. If I can push past Bragan's army of layabout.
Where did you get this? It dropped from the capsule. Dropped? Yes, when it was being hauled into the laboratory. But you can see, this metal could revolutionize space travel. That's why I'm insisting that we open it. Well, who knows what other marvels there may be inside. But Lesterson, I didn't think you could open it. Well, I have a theory. I'm convinced that the opening mechanism on the other side is either here or here. Now, my theory is that I can insert